Hello everyone, welcome back. It appears that I've lost the die roll. My opponent chose to play last though. Sadly I have to mulligan this hand though. This one I don't. It's not amazing, but it's playable. Hopefully I will be able to punish my opponents choosing to play last. That's certainly an interesting one. Alright, I'm going to discard this War Spike Changeling. Um, hmm. Yeah, the Pilferers provides too much value, even if I do have to get to 5 in order to play it. Like, the Gravedigger effect is very important when your opponent is attempting to um, make you discard cards. Oh, that's interesting. Well, let's discard a card. I put myself in a weird situation where if he just flashes back, just replays this Raven's Crime, I've essentially lost the game. Yeah, that's really rough. I have to top deck like extraordinarily well. Okay, that's a reasonable top deck. Let's try to get in with this Deep Cavern. I'm sick gas. Oh god, there's no justice. I'm kidding, there is justice. The Festering Goblin will get him. Assuming there isn't like a bridge from below or something. Oh, the fact that he's a Worm Harvest is rough. Oh, and that's about all she wrote. Good game. Alright, moving on to game 2. My opponent just had it all day there. I don't think the Stinkweed Imp is where I want to be. Neither are you. Neither are you. Alright, so this might be a deck where I want to Pilferers. I actually would consider the Siphon Life, potentially. as a way to do things with my late game things. You don't seem good. Play some number of Hammerheim Deadeyes. I think I'm going to go down a Sting Scourger for the War and Pilferers. Let's try this. I'd love to play first. I would not like to know it in this hand. And I mean, some people might have considered that an early concession, but the thing is, like, I play my land, he hits me for 7, has the ability to play any number of other spells, and there's nothing, like, actual nothing that will dig me out of that. I have 3 removal spells in my deck, one of which is an Edict. He sacks the flyer. One of which, so if he plays the 1/2. One of which is an Edict, he sacks the flyer. One of which is the 2 damage, kills the flyer, doesn't kill the 5/5. And the only card that could possibly dig me out of it, after taking a bunch to the face there, is the capsule. And even if I draw a capsule, he just stretches back the aura and puts it on the flyer and punches me in the face. I'm just going to play a Deep Cavern Imp here and get on with the beats. And any one of these number of cards is something that I would consider discarding. Here I think it's going to end up being the Sudden Shock. Because while I like having it in my deck as an option, it looks a little weak, particularly compared to what I'm trying to do now. Alright, the red cap's kind of annoying. It's not even great Sting Scourgering it. It will allow me to get in for 5, though. And he doesn't have a great red cap target. Because, like, if he spends the rest of his turn now just replaying the red cap, I get to make a decision as to what I actually want to save. Okay, so see, now I'm just not going to pay for the Sting Scourger, that's fine. So let's consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, I think this puts on enough pressure that I want to play it. Alright, so my opponent is down to 2. I have 4 1/1s on the field and a Deep Cavern Imp that I'm going to have to sacrifice, sadly. My opponent can play 2 blockers or has multiple removal spells. I do lose here. But trial by fire. Sometimes you gotta do it. I almost don't even want to call... Alright. I was gonna call Demigod off the top, just to be cheeky. War and Pilferers is almost as good. Alright, so we are moving on to game 3. Yeah, I feel similarly about this. I still don't see an excellent target for the Crush Underfoot or Hammerheim Deadeye combo. I still don't... Siphon Life would have provided much needed reach there, but it involves me like taking out a Sting Scourger for it, so I think just resubmitting like this is fine. Yeah, one of the key benefits of this not being a paper match, or not talking to my opponent, is I definitely would have given away the fact that I did not have a card to discard to that imp. I was really going to only have 4 1/1s, which isn't nearly as imposing as it is having a flyer. Like, if my opponent believes that he has to be able to answer a flyer, different scenario there. Alright, he chose to play first this time. I've got the Demigod in hand. This hand is super slow, but I'm not going to mulligan it. Because never drawing a mountain or gas seems like an unreasonable thing. Alright, that's fine. Okay, sure. Can't stop you. Alright, let's play this Face Vaulter. Pass. And just any time I'd like to draw a mountain. Mountain. See, discarding the Worm Harvest is basically a free roll. That's pretty sweet. This is really weird. I mean, I guess I just get to slam a Demigod on 5, which is fine, but... Oh, and particularly when I have to race a Swamp Walk guy. Yep. Casted for a whole bunch of blacks. So my opponent has me on a potentially 3-turn clock to my potentially 3-turn clock. So I need to put down something that does something. But you guys, as you all can tell, is very descriptive. Okay, I'm actually fine with discarding my War Marshal here. That's going to give my War and Pilferers haste. I have a couple choices here. I think it's the Tar Pitcher. I think I just want to slam Pilferers into Pilferers here, and I don't have time to play a Tar Pitcher. No, having the sudden shock for next turn is nice. Let's Pilferers. pick the, I think the Fanatic is better in this particular scenario. Taking my opponent to 5. So I have another Pilferers, a Sudden Shock, and a Demigod on the field. I am at 9 with my opponent with 5 damage. I cannot block. But I think I'm relatively safe. I could be wrong. He could just swing for 5 and play a land and discard 2 lands and drain life me. I don't know. I think this is enough to get there, though. Okay. Worm Harvest is a good one. So it looks like Demigod is going to serve for the amount. Boom. And we get there. I will see. I'm going to stop the video, guys. I'll see you all for round 2.